gotta say, Merab is ready when it comes to after fight brawls. I've seen a couple. I've been there with him, and he ain't got no bitch in him when it comes to that. Not at all.
We have placed a very special specimen by our side, also known as Merab Dvalishvili. I have trained a week and a half to say this name right, Mr. Merab, also known as Mexican Merab, right, John?
A week and a half? It took me like 3 years to get that.
Well, some people get things better than others, right, John? But we have special guest, Merab Dvalishvili, fighting for the featherweight world title inside the sphere against Sean O'Malley. This man just dedicated some of his time. It's hard to pay him back for something like this. A lot of media out on Merab. Got some cool questions, know a little bit more about art. I mean, we know him very well already, right, John? Yeah. But Merab, talk to us a little bit about, having the opportunity to headline such an important fight inside the sphere in Las Vegas, which you basically call home now.
Yeah, this is, of course, huge moment for me. And every UFC fighter dreams for the fight for the belt and win the belt. This is a great time for me, and I'm ready mentally, physically. And once they announced this fight at the Spear, I wanted to fight there. That's why I was making all the funny video skits to chase this fight, and I finally get it. But now I'm just focused on fight. That's all. It's gonna be cool show, big show, and it's gonna be special, of course. But now it's another challenge for me, another fight, and I'm only focused for my next fight. And I just wanna win. Then I wanna go organic. I'm not thinking too much on what I'm gonna say when I win and what I'm gonna do, things like this. But this is really, really big for me. Yes, and I'm excited. I'm just focused on training now and just flow with it.
Now, John, I mean, you've had the pleasure of working with Merab, for years, this entire camp, of course. And what are the good things about Merab? But what are the things that you're like, come on, Merab, this again?
I mean, honestly, I've said it multiple times. Merab has impressed me time and time again, especially when he first got here a few years back. It was before the Aldo fight. He had been in here on and off for a few camps, and just watching him on the mats and watching what he does, the chaos and the madness that he brings in the cage, he does the same thing in the room too. Something we've worked on is making that controlled chaos, keeping that going. And I really wasn't sure at first how good or how easy it would be to teach. Sometimes guys that are like that, it's hard to teach them. But I can't say it enough about him that he learns so well. He picks things up so well. He listens. Just today we were cornered for cage rounds. And I was just saying to Vato over there that, man, it's crazy how good he listens. And then especially if you tell him something and it works, you'll never have to tell him that again. And he understands that it's good and it's great. So it's been a real pleasure, finding that out and being able to figure that out and kind of mesh to his style of keeping that chaos and blending in, technical aspects of the MMA IQ into that chaos. And he just picks it up. And even sometimes I think, he's got some ADD sometimes when you're on the mat, talking, he's just he's doing his thing. He's usually, when technique's going on, he's over in the corner fighting somebody still. When we're, even in the warm-ups, he's usually, there's a fight already going on.
What freaks me out the most about Merab
but
is
the crazy thing is sometimes I'll be like, Jesus, this guy, whatever. But he gets in the cage and sparring, and he's picked up and listened, what we were talking about, things that I've taught him when I sometimes don't even think that he's understanding it. He does really well when it comes to putting it together in sparring, putting it together in the fight. And that's been an awesome thing. And you really can't ask for anything more in a fighter of somebody who is teachable, who listens, who corners. And we're getting, very comfortable with each other and trusting of each other. So there's things in the fights when you say, hey, let's do this, or hey, let's do that. Those adjustments can be made, and that's huge. So nothing but good things to work with that. The only I mean, the only thing sometimes I would say is that his punctuality, maybe, showing up on time.
I'm starting to feel that Merab has a little bit of Brazilian in him.
Yeah, I think we got Brazilian Merab when it comes to the timing. But other than that, honestly, it's just that. Like, I mean, everything else is pretty damn good, man. It's been really great working with him.
And this whole fighting for Noche UFC gave you all this, just extra luggage and baggage of now you're Mexican Merab, right?
Yes.
Tacos are your favorite food. You're wearing ponchos and Mexican shirts. And you know what? It's been working, right? You're actually, there's a lot of Mexicans that actually root for you.
Yeah, man. Like, when I did what I did against Henry Cejudo, and I said I pull up the Mexican flag and I tell him to, if you're not, I will be one who's gonna represent Mexico and the Mexican people. I will make them proud, and I did. And they give me so much love and so much support. After that, I have to give them back, and it came natural. Like I wasn't trying anything. And then, of course, I always have respect and love for Mexican people and the country Mexico. And yeah, man, like this is just organic, natural. And now I'm headlining Mexican card, and this is good. And I'm gonna win this, and I'm gonna bring the belt first in my country, and then second will be Mexico.
Now the question is, Merab, how is your Spanish and your Mexican right now? How does it?
Unfortunately, not good, but but
Did you learn any while you were just there?
yeah, I did some like some words, but I'm gonna work more. But I understand more. I understand like.
That's
when
because
they
you were
say-
too busy eating damn tacos down there and you weren't talking.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe I need some Mexican girlfriend, and she can teach me.
All right, so if you're watching our channel and you're Mexican and you like Merab, make sure to hit us up, and we'll play Cupid and make this happen.
Maybe it will be better if she don't speak English. We have to talk Spanish.
All right, now let's backtrack a
The
little bit.
language of love. That's all.
Let's
matters.
backtrack a little bit in your career, right?
Yes,
Any little research we do on you, go to Tapology, for example, and I was looking it up, and I'm like, okay, he had his first couple fights in the UFC, he was there, and then all of a sudden you get into a Sambo tournament. What the hell was that? Like, how, you were in the UFC, but you're like, you know what? I'm still gonna compete.
Bro, I wanna be busy. I wanna to challenge. And when I sometimes waiting, I'm training every day. John knows I'm here. I'm show up every practice, and I'm competition hungry. And if I don't have a fight, I wanna do something, and that's why Sambo I saw as a challenge and an opportunity to do something what I used to do, and then now. Yeah, I have time and I can travel.
And you
do
made it to like the finals or something, right? Did you get to? Or was it
yeah,
semifinals?
so 2019, I go to world championship competition. I win 4 match and I lost final.
Mhm.
And then because I go up weight class, I don't cut weight. I'm like, it's not worth it to cut weight.
I'm just gonna randomly sign up for a world
Yeah,
tournament and make
yeah.
the finals.
So, explain this to me.
Yeah.
Sambo is MMA in a gi.
No, yeah. So there is two sambo. So there is wrestling sambo. This is what I used to do, like wrestling sambo. It's like a judo with the gi wrestling, but you can do leg lock, and no choke, armbar, and then holding like a wrestling when you hold it against with the. But the most popular is wrestling sambo. Like last couple years, the combat sambo is also popular. They added, and I was wrestling. I was doing wrestling sambo. Then after I start fighting, and of course I learned striking and I learned fight. Then I wanted to try this combat sambo. So there is 2 types of sambo. They have a combat sambo. They have wrestling sambo, which is most popular. And I did combat sambo because it's so much easy. But in combat sambo, the score, how it works is either you have to drop him like knockdown or knockout. You can actually do headbutt if you grab. yes. And
Yeah,
it's
he's
like
not lying, you
MMA
could
pretty
headbutt.
much.
Yeah.
But ground and pound only maybe 5 3 seconds
Got it.
strike. But submission you can do. All submission allowed, like choke, leg lock, armbar, whatever you wanna do it with the gi. But so only knockdown or knockout scores, and if not, the takedown scores. Doesn't matter. I hit you 100 times. If you take me down once, then you win. You know, I mean, you have more scores. Understand?
Just to make it very clear, I just beat Merab in something, so I just want to make sure this is on camera. You keep going.
Beat me something. Whatever, you can beat me. As long as I will beat Sean O'Malley, I'm good. It's okay. I lost so many matches in the gym. No problem. I'm good.
So,
Especially against black belt. I'm a prepared belt. It's okay. I'm good. You know.
so something that went viral, right? And when we talk about Merab a while ago, you had this brilliant idea of jumping into a lake.
Oh no. so
What was going through your head right there?
yeah.
A rock.
That was before I moved here. Actually, that was
Some
long
ice.
time ago. Like, you guys know I was living in New York and I was training there. And then in New York, when snow comes, it gets freeze and it's difficult to drive. And the snow came and 2-3 days gym was closed. And I ran one day because what time I'm not working. I'm a now full-time fighter, and just running, working out. I ran one time, second day, and then like not close to my house, but there is a lake kind of close to my house, maybe 2-3 miles away from my house, lake, and I go to the lake. I run to the lake and I come back, and I said if the gym is still closed tomorrow, I will run again here, but maybe I will put a big shorts and I'm gonna jump in the I'm gonna jump to the lake.
John's like, oh
no,
dear.
I will do like ice stuff, but like I wanna set up phone to make 10-second story to like there is snow and then me just go in the cold water. So okay, no, inside the pants I put a long shorts to like because I wanna post in social media 5 seconds. Anyways, so I put my camera and then I take clothes off. Now I wanna go to do ice tub, right? In the cold water after run and after sweat. But usually I always dive to water, and especially it's cold. I don't wanna it's cold. I don't wanna be like this. I wanna be tough, just dive. And then I was focused off because like the water was like this deep, like not much, and I have to jump in, and I was focused more to like a jump technically to come up, and I jump, and I'm ready for like a cold, and then
And
I
you feel
break,
hot
I
coming down your
break
head.
the ice, and then I feel the pain. I'm like, I grab my head, and then I feel the skin's coming off. I'm like, whoa, I'm so stupid. Why I should check? But
And then he comes up to the camera and while it's live and he's like looking at his hand, there's blood coming
yeah,
down.
I'm like, and then I cut a video because I'm screaming, I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. Why I should not check this? And then I forget I have a camera, and then after I just put in my t-shirts and whatever, wrap my head, put a clothes, and now I can't run because I have cut all over the place. And now I was worried these 3 days not training. Now I have to waste like 1 week. I have to go hospital, do stitches, bullshit. And I'm like, I was so mad myself. Oh, and I pull up my phone, I watch video, I'm like, fuck, I laugh at myself. I'm like, this is so funny, actually.
That's where it all started.
That's
That's
where it
where
all
it all started right
I'm
there.
like, oh shit.
He hit his head and had this, the light bulb went off.
Yeah. I'm like, if I post this, everybody will say stupid. But you know what?
Then he posted it.
I'm like, fuck it. I'm not
good.
hiding.
And that's a great story, right? I mean, that went viral. Everybody's like, what the hell is this guy doing in the winter jumping into a frozen lake? But let's talk about dates now, right? There's one date that caught my eye, June 2nd, 2017.
Oh, yes.
Oh, see, I was going to make this harder, John, but he already knows what date that was. What happened on June 2nd, 2017?
Hey, man, I was full-time. I was working full-time at construction. I was fighting, but you guys know, like, I was making zero money from fighting. I was actually I have to spend money because they wasn't giving me any cash where I was fighting Ringo Combat. They was giving me 40% of tickets, and of course tickets I was giving people to like same price, and also I have close friends who I have to give a gift, and I wasn't making money, but I was happy that I was fighting, and then yeah, I win the belt in Ringo Combat, and they told me you want to fight in 1 month again because Dana White coming, he's bringing some fighter, and then I was looking for a fight. I'm like, I knew what was the show about. I know I was already champion. He's gonna look me, and he's bringing some guy, some champion. I look the guy. He's 8-0, like two times Division 1 champion in wrestling. The guy is killer. I knew if I beat him somehow, some way, I will sign for UFC. And I knew that was my chance. I was so tired of working construction. I wanna be just full-time fighter. I wanna just quit this job. I was just like, and then I was so motivated. And so everything, yeah, I got the weight. The fight day comes. I was so motivated. And then when fight starts, I kick, he block. I turn around, the spinning back fist, and I go to punch his face, and I see this guy was out. I was like just open eye, and I was the most happy in my life. I cannot explain how happy I was, like, because I knew that I changed my life. I signed for UFC, and that was life-changing moment. And yeah, Dana White came in locker room. He told me, "Hey, congratulations, you are a UFC fighter now." I was so happy, dancing, celebrating everything, but there is no contract. And then I'm like, 1 week I was so pumped, like, yes, I'm UFC, but somebody told me, Merab, I think you should go back to work. You don't have contract, you don't have fight, like you. Yeah, actually, he's right. And I started working. Like next 6 months, no fight news. I'm like, no contract, nothing. I'm just waiting. No, they don't post this video, like nothing.
Did you get signed from that, or
No,
they just didn't hear you?
he just told me the word, you UFC fighter, everything, but.
Okay.
He likes some guys and he bring to the contender series, and then some guys win contender series and they fighting already UFC, but me still waiting. I'm like, bro, like I don't know. And then
When did the call actually come? I know that fight was the one that kind of put you on the map with that spinning back fist, but when did the call actually come? Like what, 6-7 months after that?
So June 2nd, June nothing, July nothing, August nothing, September nothing. I think end of October they told me I'm gonna fight December, and then they posted this show. I think 5-6 months later, and they posted this show, and then now I knew that I was gonna fight, and yeah. So I mean, I know you don't ask me this question, but I will continue. So yeah, my first fight, I was so excited, everything good, but New York, it was around December. I get cold. After training, I take t-shirts off, and in the gym it's closed, in the cold and everything, and I get cold. I got some virus. I was dying. I was coughing. I have flu. Everything. I still cut weight, make weight, everything. I fight. I was so tired. If you watch this fight, I was not myself, but I was happy. I was a UFC fighter. I lost split decision, and I was happy. I had my first fight and I survived because of I was sick, and I knew if I was sick that I fight this level, I can continue good fights. And
Who was that first fight with?
his name is Frankie Science.
Oh, okay.
Frankie Science, yeah, from California. And I was so tired, and then I don't know. And then second fight, that was Ricky Simon, our friend. Yeah, Ricky Simon. And the second fight, I was so happy, pumped up. I know the guy was good, and he don't have a hole, like, and I have to fight. And it was fight of the night. I was fighting smart and good, and then he was so tough. I was taking him down. He was getting up. He was flip me or whatever. And then I was chasing when he finally back up, like he finally started, like he slow down a little bit, and I look him, and then I'm like, I'm gonna take him down again and finish on top. I look the clock, 1 minute and 5 seconds. Okay, I said, I want to finish this fight like on top. I go shoot like crazy, lift, jump, I land my head, and then I don't remember anything, like 2 seconds. And then when I wake up, why I'm down? I supposed to be on top. Like, and then he already got me choked. And then because I hit my forehead, I got stamped my nerve here in between the neck, and paralyzed my hand. I'm okay, everything's good. Just I'm like, hand's not there. I can't fight. And wow, I'm like nothing works. Like hands doesn't works. I'm like in the referee on top. And he looked me. I'm good. My eye open. Everything. I'm in. But why he's like confused. Why I'm not fighting? He checked my hand. I give him thumbs up, and then I realize he's gonna stop me now if I don't move. If I don't do. But I can't fight, right? And I want to show my people to I'm moving my legs.
He's trying to say with his foot.
I start moving legs. It's actually helped me. I feel the blood go. Oh, I'm like, it's good. I'm like, let me do it. I'll keep doing this.
Why is Merab cycling in the middle of the fight?
But now Ricky he got even more deep, and I'm like, let me watch the clock. And I look the clock. 35 seconds. Oh my God, 35 seconds left. I'm going hard, and he's referee checking. I give him again. I'm fighting. I'm like, where is the bell? Like, come on, like. And then it's more deep, and I'm like, no way, I'm gonna tap this, because I know I'm winning this round. Maybe he can have it, but I win the first round. I know. And finally, the bells, and he let me go. I'm like, come on,
don't quit on me, bicycle.
Keep doing it. I started getting up, and I wish I was rude. I was very nice that time. The doctors came, and I actually know the one lady who came. She said, "No, lay down," and I kind of respect her, But if I should just, leave me alone, I should do this, and then I lay down. Oh, actually, it's good. Feels good when I lay down. Oh my God, I'm like, now I don't want to get up, because they take care of me, everything, And then I guess, so referee saw I was fighting. The Margada was a side referee, and he jumps in. Oh, he was in, out. But if I was out, why don't you stop? The referee don't stop me, because if he stopped me, I would say, why you stop me, right? And then the guy fight will be, And but it was controversial. So they give him TKO or something bullshit. And
two funny things with that. Mark, I just ran into Mark Goddard the other day, and he's like, you got to get me you got to let me talk to Merab. He's like, here, we got to square this away. He's like, you got to let me talk to Merab, get that set up. And I was like, yeah, no problem, sure. After the fight. And then the second thing, that fight, when we had Wei Li versus Yan, and she had her out in the first round.
Oh, yeah.
She had her back and spent all that energy choking her out. The girl went out, passed out.
Yes.
And what happened is so when the bell rang, she lets her go and she's passed out. Yeah. And Wei Li pushes her off and wakes her up.
Yeah.
And we thought the fight was over.
Yeah, actually.
And I even said, I'm like, how are you going to do this to my guy Merab? That sets the precedence.
Yeah.
If you're going to stop it, if they're out when the bell goes, then that was the precedence. I was like, then that fight should have been over. Yeah. And
especially my fight was over. I made the bell.
Yeah, that's the end of the.
I wake up. Yeah, I don't tap. I don't quit. The referee don't stop me. If he stopped me, then I don't wake up. I don't continue move. Yeah, I made the bell, and after,
it's crazy. There's all kinds of rules and things that are kind of little loopholes like that.
And especially I was winning, and that's more heartbreaking. Yeah. I was winning.
Oh yeah.
And then he, but it's okay. But now I lost my first 2 in UFC. Now I'm against the wall, because I have two more fights left, and who knows who will be my opponent. If something like this mistake happen again, and then goodbye UFC, nobody will give me a chance, and I have to win my next 2 fights, and I don't even know if they will give me next fights. And next fight they give me same guy O'Malley fought before. In Russia, I'm like, okay, no problem. I go, I win, I take him down. I just stay down top, hold this guy, because I don't want to make any mistake, because if I was, and then I beat this guy, and then I wait a long time, and they give me next opponent, Brett Katona from Canada. The fight was in Canada. He was training with Conor McGregor, the similar in Ireland. Yeah. And he's undefeated 9-0. In the show, he beat Bryce Mitchell. He submit Bryce Mitchell in the show. He win the Ultimate Fighting show in 145. I'm like, this is my fourth fight. This is my last chance. And then that time, I tell the manager text me, hey, you fighting this guy? I said, in Canada, I said, can you please tell, I will fight him, of course, no problem, but maybe it's my last fight. Because I live in New York. Maybe, New York, we have big Georgian community. Maybe if any chance, maybe it's my last fight. Maybe any chance that me fight here in New York, can I fight here? They said, bro, if you wanna, I guess Sean Shelby, we don't give a shit. If you wanna fight, you fight. Or if not, we have so many other fighters. They would like to take this fight. I'm like, no, I'm fighting.
Stop right there. I'll take it.
I'm like, I'm taking this fight, please.
Good thing you did.
That's how it works. And I realized that my words doesn't matter. Like if nobody gives a shit. Like I wanna fight New York or whatever. And now I guess my words matter. If I say this, then this, like that was, and I win this fight. I have a second contract, and so everything since that, everything is good. I'm
Rest
here.
is
I'm home
history.
now. Yes, sir.
I mean, you're good. All of a sudden, you're good at winning, and all of a sudden, you become good at making appearances even when you're not fighting. And when I say that, I'm talking about the other video that went viral when you grabbed Sean O'Malley's jacket, right? So I know somebody handed you that jacket. Where did the idea come from of you grabbing that jacket, putting it on, and climbing on the cage and just letting everybody know that you just stole his jacket?
So it happened very organic. So Aljo in his title fight, we all know that when you just win, this is your time. And even we all know, or like even they're not bring. It's not WWE to like make show. Usually they give winners enjoy his own time, and from nowhere, Sean O'Malley comes in. He's bully Aljo. Hey, they started talking shit. He's pace Aljo. I'm like, this is what this guy doing here. Like why he's here. And I'm like, I was there like like usually when we win, we just quiet, we humble, and then I'm like jump in because like I go close, I'm like, hey yo, I'm like smiling. I don't want to be like start a fight, but I'm smiling, but at the same time like, yo, calm down, like just be respect. What are you doing? Like I don't want to be like aggressive, but I'm there, make sure this guy not doing stupid things against a winner, Aljamain Sterling. And he's still again, but he don't even see me. He don't see nobody. He's just focused Aljo to talking shit. And he's taking jackets off. Of course, I was there and I see everything. I was ready for jump in or do any whatever. But of course, I don't want to do anything.
And I would say Merab is ready when it comes to after fight brawls. I've seen a couple. I've been there with him, and he ain't got no bitch in him when it comes to that. Not at all. Not at all.
Yeah.
I've witnessed that.
He handed you the jacket without him knowing. He just took it.
When he take jacket, he just want to give somebody, and of course I take it. He just like of course I was the only one who was gonna grab it. He just he don't care, because he was ready training for bully Aljo, talking shit in the cage, and I take his jacket now. Of course I don't want to give him back, but I want to make fun of him, because he's so stupid doing this, And then of course I put it on this jacket. And then now I laugh, Now I'm like, you're so stupid, You're doing this, like, look at your jacket. I'm not giving you this jacket back, And then once kind of they started breaking up, and I know nothing's gonna happen. And I can't wait to like celebrate. I jumped to the cage, and I'm like, yeah, I got jacket. I was so excited. I wasn't not gonna give back, but I see the Dana White was, hey, give him his jacket back. I'm like, okay, boss, okay. Yes. Yes, it's all good, That was
That's one of my favorites, I think. One of my favorite Merab moments with the Michael Jackson jacket.
Not only was it a jacket, it was Sean O'Malley's jacket, a Michael Jackson jacket that he puts on and climbs on the cage.
Yeah.
We talked a lot about you, Merab, a lot about, fight camp is basically done. Your big fight is up, right?
Yeah.
September 14th. You win that title. What's the next step for the machine?
First, I'm focused for this fight. I want to win this fight. And God willing, I'm going to win this fight. I believe myself. I believe work we put in, with team and with my training partners. And I'm ready, man. Even coach, you see me today. I was I go 6 rounds, right? You know, and then I mean,
8 rounds. 8 rounds.
And then in the last round, we have a new guy, Stau. He's good, and then he punched me, good, like in my here. And then I was mad again, and I'm like, okay,
Poor
now,
Stav.
yeah. So now you make me mad, and then now it's not. I'm not gonna. So yeah. So this training gives me confidence and everything. So yeah. So what's next? I think most deserving fighter who should fight title next in our weight class is Deiveson Figueiredo, because he's former champion. He moved up to our division and he just beat tough 3 opponent. He beat Rob Front easy. He finished Cody Garbrandt,
yeah.
and then he just dominated Chito Vera, title challenger. And Deiveson Figueiredo called me respectfully, so I would love to fight him after. But first thing first, I have to win this fight, and I wanna enjoy with my team, with my people. I wanna travel the world, and I wanna take my time. I know. I after winning belt, I will know that I have like 5 months, and I can plan my active vacation, and I can bring the belt my country in Mexico, a couple European countries, and do good things
Country
with
Mexico.
that. And yeah, man, and then continue hard work and go for the next one.
Well, Merab has his next call out, which is also a surprise to John. He's like, I'm curious to know also. So you heard it first here. So did John.
Yeah. What do you think, John? About this?
I mean, I love it. I think it's
Yeah.
great. I think
Yeah.
Figueiredo's an amazing fighter. I think he's tough. I think he's deserving of it. He's earned it. I love the matchup. You know, it's good with me. Obviously, we got to get past Mr. O'Malley first, and then we'll have that discussion. But yeah, I mean, it's good with me. I'm in.
Nice.
They're all in. Now, to close out this initial episode, if you don't know a lot about Syndicate, there's the first lady. Her name is Joanne Wood, Scottish to the bone. And sometimes she talks to you, you understand 30% of what she says. So we have something.
Especially me.
Especially you. So
second
knowing that, I have a surprise from Rob. This is called Scottish Banter with Joanne Calderwood. She sent me a phrase, recorded it. I'm going to play it for you. You're going to try to find out what it means.
Okay.
Okay?
Just.
Whenever you're ready. What your wish?
Was
What
wrist? Wrist? How's your wrist?
So Merab, we're gonna have this right here
Do
for you
understand,
guys.
John, what this
Hold
is?
your wrists, Miss Joanne. Miss
Is
Joanne,
that
what you
your
guys?
final answer? Play it again for him.
All right. So one more time. Hold on.
Whenever you're ready. What your wish?
You-
What your wish?
She said 2 different things. Or one?
No, she said the same thing twice.
Not wished.
Apparently, Merab thinks it's hold your wrist. So you guys are seeing this right below here right now, and so I'm gonna tell you, okay? Because being as Scottish as I am, she said, "Hold your wisht," which means shut your trap or be quiet. A lot to do with your wrist.
Listen, I'm
It's
Six-
English. It's English.
6
It's
years with her.
Scottish.
I'm still
Scottish.
learning. I'm still learning on the job with that one.
Yeah.
So
But do you know this? What this was means when she said that?
I would have known what
Because
that
she
meant.
tell you all the time
She
this?
says that.
Hold your wish.
She tells me to shut up one way or another.
John's like, I hear that 3 times a day when I wake up, lunch and dinner. But well, guys, this brings our first episode to a glorious close with holding your wrist. So says Merab.
go.
Thank you once again, Merab, for we know how much your time is taken up by media and fight camp. Biggest fight in your career. Fight week coming up. There's weight cuts involved in losing, that extra weight to make that championship weight. So thank you once again for
pleasure.
helping our podcast out. And what a great way to kick off. Just Fight Baby is coming in with 2 feet on the door, and we're knocking this door down. And there's still a lot of good things to come. We still have Mr. Khalil Roundtree, which is also fighting for a title, basically a month after Merab. We have other great names, not only, you know, MMA fighters, but professional sports athletes in general. And make sure you stay tuned if you liked it, if you had some laughs, if you peed yourself, even better. But subscribe, share, and like. Make sure to follow also Syndicate, Mr. John Wood, Max Soares, Merab Dvalishvili, the Machine, also known as the Mexican Georgian himself. And without further ado, let's close this out. Any final words, Mr. Wood?
Awesome. Thanks, Merab, for being
Thank
our
you,
first
guys.
guest here. Really appreciate it. And no, it's great.
God willing, I'm gonna win the belt. I'm gonna come in this podcast as a champion again, and we talk all the training
Yeah.
camp and fight and everything.
No doubt.
Yep. That's a wrap. We will see you guys on episode 2, of course, which comes right after 1 if you didn't notice it, with some more good stuff for you. So stay tuned, subscribe, and we'll see you soon.